wasn't already going. I was like, I hope the fuck it's not. All right. So let's get down to this whole entire thing. It is the last day of the month. This episode will be the Patreon day. Phoenix Kaliter.
It's my birthday.
Has a 4-decade announcement.
It's my birthday, people.
Fucking made it.
Made it.
All the way to this one.
Outlived both of my parents.
Oh, and you're talking actual parents and not fucked up weirdos. All right. So we will do some headline action and then get into the Negro Klanosphere.
Yes.
And but first, we better do it wine cellar style, partner. You know what time it is, man.
I mean, Jesus was a white man too, but you know, it's like he was a historical figure. I mean, that's a verifiable fact, as is Santa. I just want the kids watching to know that. Yes. But my point is, how do you just revise it, you know, in the middle of the legacy of the story and change Santa from white to black?
I don't know, man. It doesn't seem woke. And I'm woke as hell.
If you're going to do drugs tonight, remember to buddy up and look after one another. Let me get you some condoms.
Now, sisters and brothers, we know we got over by the blood, the sweat, and the tears of sheroes and heroes, some whose names we know and some whose names we do not know. But I want to tell you something. We have been here before. Now, the only difference is we got some company, Rev. We got our gay lesbian sisters and brothers with us this time. We got our Hispanic, Asian, Native American sisters and brothers with us this time. I think Dr. Reverend Martin Luther King said we may not have gotten here on the same ship, but we are in the same boat right now. Martin Luther King.
In Father Teresa's Wine Cellar, we believe all oppression is intersectional. And this means our analysis of current events frequently includes discussion of difficult and explicit content. Any combination of the following topics could be included in our show: murder, rape, war, climate change, racism, sexism, violence, sexual violence, homophobic violence, heterocentrism, discrimination and abuse against individuals of nonconformist sexuality, domestic violence, child abuse, child rape, child neglect, elderly abuse, verbal abuse, police brutality, microaggressions, ableism, cyberbullying, genital mutilation, ideological extremism, and people just being total fucking assholes.
Oh, absolutely not. No, that is, yeah, Jesus. Okay.
Really? That's how we're gonna start?
What happened there? What in the hell went wrong? I done fucked around and lost my whole deal there, buddy.
Well, why did you do that?
Excuse-moi.
No.
All right. Father Teresa's Wine Cellar. Father Teresa, the greatest black atheist for winecellarmedia.com. We got Phoenix Kaliter here. 4 decades of high yellow, freckled face, uppity, negress colored woman. And I am William J. Jackson, aka Dark Skin Nigglesworth.
Oh no.
We do a lot of rough stuff in here, partner.
We do.
All right. So there will be the unsatisfying Kevin Quickie.
Yes.
I think a lot of folks are into that, and some folks may be like, you know, been there.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, partner chief, but you have real news.
I do have
Kevin
real
Samuels
news.
is not actually news.
No. So do you want headlines or actual articles?
Headline.
All right. So let's see. The Biden administration is pushing extra phone call fees for prison inmates, and also trying to ban letters for prison inmates. So what they're trying to implement is a system where you write a letter to an inmate, the jail keeps it, And then the inmate has to pay a fee to get a copy of the letter. They're not allowed to have the physical letter, and the prisons are saying because people are smuggling drugs in via letters. So that's happening. Yet another way to treat inmates like shit. I have Governor Greg Abbott, who signed an order allowing immigration officials to stop vehicles that they suspect are carrying anyone who illegally crossed the border. How you look at someone in a car and decide that they don't have papers, I don't know. I'm kidding. It's totally racism. That's how you fucking decide. So good job, Texas. Florida's governor is pushing the idea that schools that have mask mandates should be denied public funding. All the kids are going to die. Also, I've been informed his children go to private school. So there's that. Jay-Z and Will Smith are backing a rent-to-own firm with $165 million. But reading about this firm, it sounds like maybe a bad idea.
Scam.
Specifically because where did it go in this article? I can't find it. But essentially what they said is that they give you 2 years into the contract, and if you can't get your down payment together, you might just get evicted. And the moratorium is ending today from COVID, or ending this week from COVID. So a bunch of people are about to be homeless, gonna try to get into this program, not be able to qualify because they can't afford a down payment, and then get evicted from this program and from the house they thought they were gonna buy.
It's fucking... And you were telling me this when I got off work in the downstairs.
Yes.
And is this targeting Black people or just working class folks across the board?
It's being framed as targeting Black people because of the outlets that are sharing it, like The Root and shit like that. But as far as I can tell, this is just working class people. So like, would the headline be the Jay-Z and Will Smith entanglement is going to ether the working class? Yes. There's your headline right there. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, because I took a screenshot. Okay, I did take screenshots from the article. Right, so the average budget they're saying is between $110,000 and $400,000. And if a client isn't ready to buy the home after 2 years, Landis, that's the startup company, may sell the property. And they noted we only make money if our client buys the house back. So yeah, but also keep in mind that as they're saying that the average, let's see, where did it go?
51,000.
Yes, 51,000. The average, yeah. The average personal income is 35,000. So if you're making 35,000 a year, you're not going to qualify to get $100,000 or a $200,000 house. Sorry. So now you're just, I don't know, getting evicted, I guess. I don't know what their fucking plan is with this. It seems like a really bad idea.
Jay-Z told you he was a cat. You praised him for his capitalism.
Been praising him.
Yeah. So this is what you wanted.
Black capitalism will not save us. And it's so funny because people are like, oh, so Jay-Z wants to be a landlord now. Jay-Z owns apartment buildings in Texas. He's been a landlord. Shut the fuck up.
One of them niggas from the Locks is a landlord.
God,
one of DMX's homeboys, like the thuggest niggas on earth. Land leech. Yeah. Fucking Chic Luch from the Locks is a land leech.
Honestly. Let's see. Do I have anything else worth noting? I thought I had another one. Oh, Google is kicking the Sugar Baby apps off. Yeah, you can't get Sugar Baby apps anymore. That's going to be a new thing.
What is that?
Sugar Baby is kind of like sex work. Kinda. I mean, like, I guess technically it's sex work, but essentially it's older men who want to date college students. And we just understand that it's dating because finances are involved.
What?
So, yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I was about to be like, there's no snark for that. It's just anti-sex work. And
yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because they're always like, we're going to stop trafficking. No, you're not. No, you're not.
No, you're not. Or you'd go to the police stations and shut them down. They're trafficking.
Honestly.
Quite literally in traffic. Look in the back seat. They're trafficking someone off to a rape cage right now, where Joe Biden will charge them more for a phone call.
Mm-hmm. And now, of course, I cannot find the article. I thought I had saved it about oh shit, where did it go? About the oh god damn, this is pissing me off. I totally lost that shit.
Uh-oh.
About the guy who is in prison who is not guilty, but they won't give him a new trial because he's out of appeals. But he's out of appeals because the DA kept hiding evidence. And a bunch of prosecutors across the country like got involved in this court case and basically argued that like it's okay to withhold evidence, and if someone's guilty they can just stay in prison, and that's just that. Like prosecutors basically said, yeah, we know this guy's guilty, but whatever. Yeah, so that's going on. I wish I could I'm gonna try to find that one, because that was like,
you said they know this guy's not guilty, but whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta check that sound, but I thought the word "not" was missing.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's like my typos. I'm always missing a whole word that completely changes the sentence.
I do it so much. But yeah, so I don't know if you want to just make noise for a second while I try to find this.
If you just want to make noise for a second, with them color fellers being black and dark skin, tell you what, come on. I did not make noise very well, buddy, but I tell you this right now.
You are the goddamn whitest person I've ever seen.
Really?
All right, and is that not a fact?
No.
You ain't cool unless you pee your pants.
Wow.
I need to fucking expand the board more.
Oh my God, that one. Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Need more shit. Oh, you don't know about that one. So what you're saying is you have an opinion about something a man said?
Oh, all the time.
What are the rest of us old white men supposed to say about that?
What are the rest of us old white men supposed to say about that?
Nothing.
And I like that it's doing exactly what I wanted it to do. I have forgotten what I got that clip from.
Oh, Lord.
So I grabbed it over a year ago.
Yeah. Oh, that was from the, that was some like guy in the Navy or like the military. And he was like complaining about like gays or like trans people in the military or something like that. Or like too many women officers or something. I don't know, some weird old fucking. So I just went to the account of the person that had the story about the guy who's being wrongfully imprisoned. Yes. And I can't find that. But you know what I found instead? Courts say that a teacher who put a first grader into a chokehold has qualified immunity.
That's the record scratch. I think that's what I'm supposed to do right there.
I mean, kinda. Yeah. The Fifth Circuit Court dismissed a complaint brought on behalf of a first grader who claimed that a teacher seized him by the neck, threw him to the floor, and held him in a chokehold for several minutes. 6 days later, the court tossed a lawsuit filed on behalf of a special education student who was tased by a school resource officer multiple times, including after the student was lying on the ground. The driving doctrinal force.
So the school pig has the qualified immunity, or the school staff member?
Both.
The staff member has qualified immunity. So this is one where, hey, Tariq Nasheed, I know you don't listen to this program. You don't even know I exist. This is one where you can authentically, truly say they are deputizing the white supremacists. You can actually say it this time and it'll make sense. He usually just throws that one out there, like when someone just goes on a rant or something.
Yeah, it says, because the court's prior cases did not clarify whether the students are protected against physical abuse under the Fourth Amendment, the teacher who choked the student and the school resource officer who tased the other student could not be held legally liable regardless of how unreasonably they acted. So that's great.
Can't be held legally liable no matter how unreasonable. And who argued this? Who's the person?
The court.
The court itself?
The circuit court.
Oh, so that's like a panel of judges.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's a for life position.
Yeah.
That's good.
Good.
What state?
This was Fort Bend, so I'm assuming Indiana.
All right.
Yeah. Oh no, I just kicked the camera.
All right. I know there's more headlines in there, partner. Come on.
Yeah. I'm still trying to find the one about the guy in prison, and it's just not come back to me.
How many tabs you got open there?
I have so many tabs open.
Oh.
So many tabs.
Damn lefties.
I know. Let's see what else is going on here.
Yes, man.
What else? Do I have anything else good in here?
You got some great moves, Todd. You dance like a white man, and I love it.
With diet misogyny, I only slut shame women that have consensual sex before sundown.
These are fact-based facts.
Okay.
With diet misogyny, I only slut shame women that have consensual sex before sundown.
These are all true things.
Okay,
yeah,
so
having a tough time.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. So this is, I think, the Lamar Johnson case. Is that the one? Yes, he's been locked up for 26 years. And for more than 2 decades, Johnson insisted he was wrongfully convicted. He said, "I did not kill Marcus. He was one of my best friends and I loved him." 2 years ago, the top prosecutor for the city of St. Louis, Kim Gardner, agreed and filed a motion for Johnson's release based on what she called overwhelming evidence of innocence. Yet Johnson is behind bars. Yeah. I mean, that's great. You know, it's only a few bad apples or whatever, I guess.
That is all it is.
That's all it is.
Ain't up with a couple of bad fellers and a cat sleeping in the other chair.
Yeah. Let's see. In her motion, Gardner said that the only eyewitness who tied Johnson to the murder had recanted and admitted that he had been pressured by investigators. What's more, Gardner's office said it uncovered proof the eyewitness had been paid by detectives, a fact that was kept from Johnson's attorneys during the trial. He's been in prison 25 years, but Attorney General Eric Schmidt, who is the Attorney General of Missouri, successfully fought the motion to let him out, arguing that because Johnson's verdict was final and he had run out of appeals, prosecutors don't have the power to ask for his release. So they're saying that the prosecutors hid evidence that made him lose, refused to tell him about the evidence so he couldn't win, and now because he is out of appeals, he just has to spend the rest of his life in there for something that everybody knows he didn't do. And he's already been there for 25 years. It's good. It's good. And and of course, he tried to go to the Missouri Supreme Court. Are you ready for their?
Oh, man.
This is a quote from the Supreme Court of Missouri.
So you have entirely too many razor bumps on your nigger face to get let out, son.
They did kind of say something like that. Quote, "This case is not about whether Johnson is innocent." Nigga, the whole point of the criminal justice system is to not lock up people who are innocent. Isn't that what y'all always be saying?
Holy shit. You know, the worst part about this is it's probably only going to be like us and Lee Camp that cover this. God damn.
Yeah.
That's the verbatim quote.
Yeah.
Let's do it again.
This case is not about whether Johnson is innocent. This case presents only the issue of whether there is such an authority to appeal, and no such authority exists. Yeah.
A case is not about whether or not the innocent until proven guilty is innocent. But folks will look you dead in your motherfucking face and say, "This is the best Anglo-American jurisprudence system in all time." Kevin Samuels will tell you this is the greatest fucking system. Coon ass.
And it's worth noting that even though, like, now the courts ruled that the prosecutors can't let this guy out, the governor could pardon this guy and just won't do it.
But what if you is the governor what party? It's probably not in the article, is it? What's the governor's name?
No, Mike Parson, governor of Missouri.
Mike Parson?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Mike Parson.
Yeah.
Which party?
Which party indeed?
Okay, Mike Parson is a McPublican. Yep. So if they can vote blue, no matter whomst.
Yes, no matter whom.
Then that person will pardon them.
Yes.
And pay them reparations for this transgressional action.
Yes.
That will happen. It will not.
No, it will not. Let's see. Madison Cawthorn tried to board a plane with a gun. Fucking weirdo. We should make fun of that guy more.
Madison
Cawthorn, yeah.
Damn, that sounds familiar.
Because he's a lawmaker.
Okay.
But he's like very young and very conservative and an absolute fucking Nazi jackass.
Okay, and he's pulling stunts. He wants the headlines.
Yeah, so he tried to get on a plane with a gun in his luggage.
On purpose. Yeah.
He says he forgot, but no, the fuck he didn't. I don't believe that at all.
Bullshit.
And you know what? If he did forget, then he should have to give up his gun because he's an irresponsible gun owner if he doesn't know where it is.
Yeah.
So, you know. Oh, and it was loaded. Good.
God, political grifting has to be so fucking easy.
Yeah.
Either party, like you'll be, because like it's real easy to just be like, God, it's so easy to just be a Republican. Oh no, it's way easy to be one of y'all niggas. Democrat. Oh God, let me just show up and Yas Queen it. I'm in. right? You put one of those fucking silly fucking cis woman pussy hats on my head, right? Bustle dance a little jig. They'll fucking love it.
Yep, honestly.
Easy shit.
Yeah, it's if you want money, just sell out. That's what people be doing.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, it's just a fucking buck dance. No matter which side, it's just who are you bucking for?
Honestly, yeah.
All right.
You could just not do it though. You could just not do it.
Just not do it.
Yeah, I don't know. And then of course, they're doing Lollapalooza in Chicago, so everybody's about to get this fucking Delta variant of COVID.
Oh yeah, you showed me a video clippage of that. Can you I'll go ahead and bring that up on screen if you tag the Wine Cellar Media in the Twitter or message it to it.
Oh, just literally go anywhere on Twitter and just type in Lollapalooza. There's pictures everywhere.
Dead up.
Yeah. And also, speaking of Lollapalooza, the actual official verified Lollapalooza account tweeted this yesterday. Great job, Lollapalooza fans. More than 90% of you showed us proof of your vaccination. Thanks go out to the 8% who brought their negative COVID-19 tests and the 600 who showed up without paperwork. So all these thousands of people and 600 people with no paperwork at all, no vaccines and no negative test just showed the fuck up.
Okay.
Do we still not understand how this is spread? We know this is airborne, right?
Yeah, and for folks looking at the video, that is real deal. They're cutting to the artists. Folks in the crowd, of course, no mask and obviously no distancing. Apparently, this is a pretty big venue. Folks they're having a blast. They are bopping along to the funky rhythm, as it were.
Yeah.
This young man just did he did the Dougie. By that I mean the original Dougie from the 80s. And he's white and his hair does not go in that direction, so it probably hurt, and that's why he only did one Dougie.
Oh no.
He more so just did a Doug. he didn't even make the E part happen. Jeepers, creepers, and chimney sweepers. Yeah, they are having a grand old time.
Oh fuck yeah. And then I guess Miley Cyrus was there, Marshmello's there, Tyler the Creator.
Marshmello is the one that they make the funky beats and give white women harder beats than gangster rappers.
Yes.
God damn, white women get some hard ass beats right now.
Ooh, what the fuck, right?
Jesus, straight G-funk shit.
Megan Thee Stallion is there performing.
Okay, you know what? Maybe this event is not so bad.
Foo Fighters are there. Post Malone.
But I should also be looking for Lollapalooza, the gate, the security gate. Yeah. Let's get that footage up. No, the word gate brought me nothing. Security?
Maybe. I saw someone who said that video was actually from last year's, or 2 years ago.
Oh, it might be a fakester faker.
Maybe.
All right, I don't want to get caught up in the game on that one. Clown myself.
But no, there's just thousands of people there, unmasked, close together, just whatever. Because I've just run out of things to say about it though, because it's there's stories every day of people dying from COVID, young healthy people who thought they were going to be fine or that it was just going to be the flu, and now they're getting intubated, right? Just a couple days ago there was that op-ed from the nurse who said that people keep coming in and getting sick with COVID, and then they'll ask her for a vaccine before she intubates them, and it's it's too late.
Nigga, you dead. And matter of fact, so many of these people they tend to be it's one of those things where it's if they're a racist, probably a misogynist. Right? If they're a swerf, they're gonna be a turf.
Right.
And if they are one of these fucking obnoxious right-wing anti-vaxxers, they're probably a Christian.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't read the Bible. I don't read fiction, dead serious. I don't care what fiction it is. I don't read any. That's not even an atheist joke. I don't read fiction on the reel to reel. I'd never read that stupid thing. I've glanced at some of it because I was stuck sitting in the church anyway, and that's your reading material. I'm bored, but I don't read that shit. But I've heard that there is a book of Revelations.
Yes.
And in this book of Revelations, those that did not get saved and go up into the rapture and get zapped into heaven, even if you're a pilot mid-flight, whatever, get zapped up into heaven, Those of you that are stuck for the 7 years of darkness, I think it was.
Something like that.
Some old light-skinned nigga yelled that at me with a lot of pockmarks. So it's hard to make, because I was counting the pockmarks. Very, very interesting looking person back in 97. And when you get a chance to actually see the Lord, like toward the end of it, if I remember right, many years ago, I heard this bullshit.
Yes.
That when you say, "Oh, save me, Lord," the Lord will mock you back and say, "Save me."
Well, I mean, not mock you back, but basically, yeah, God's gonna be like, "Go fuck yourself."
Okay, the Pentecostal church in Tacoma was saying they'll like literally like echo your shit back, but like snarky at you.
Oh yeah, I've never heard the snarky thing, but yeah, God is like, I gave you your chance to repent and you didn't, so go be in hell forever because I love you.
Oh yeah. but thanks for all the money you gave me.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That could have been your air conditioner money for hell, stupid.
I mean,
fucking so do that to them. Mock them. They're dead anyway. What are they gonna do? Fucking sue you for fucking what? Poor bedside manner.
Shit.
When they're dead.
Yeah.
When they're a stupid dead white Christian that no one cares about. Ha.
Yeah. Which is actually kind of funny because like she wasn't mocking people, but she was definitely like, I don't care anymore. Like I tried, I told people, because she said too, she was like, because I asked people, but why didn't you get vaccinated sooner? And they're always like, oh, well, I don't know what's in it, or like I heard it doesn't work, or like all these things. And then she asks, and she says, every time someone gives me an excuse of why they didn't get the vaccine, I follow up and ask them, but did you ask your personal doctor about it? What did they say? And nobody talked to their primary care physician about it. So it's like, oh, okay.
You have a vast knowledge of very random things. Very. So here we go. Random thing, throwing it out there. If you don't know the answer, because this is a random thought I'm had just from going on this, just riffing.
Yes.
So like a mega church would have members like sign up as an official member, right? And like you're the real deal, like damn near like you're a part of the organization.
Yeah, because you have obligations as a member.
Can that church take out a life insurance policy against you?
Actually, they can.
So,
and a lot of people have like in their wills that like so much of their estate goes back to the church.
So if I was a mega church pastor, I would go get myself vaccinated and tell my flock that them Democrat, socialist, Black Lives Mattering, transgender, sneaky lesbians are trying to vaccinate you. I would literally just bring Alex Jones on and just let him do his show there.
Not Alex Jones. Oh no.
Because he's so Jesus-y already any damn way.
So fucking weird, yeah.
And that would just be it. Because then he would bring the word inoculate to their ears.
Oh God.
Oh yeah. Because people just don't know what that word means, but it sounds bad.
It sounds scary.
It really sounds like some rape culture shit. It sounds fucked up.
Yeah. If I didn't know what it meant and I just heard someone be like, they're gonna come inoculate your children, I was like, is the Gestapo gonna break down my door and kidnap my kids? What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, why not? Like now, maybe one of you weirdos tuned into this to just think like, let me see what the lefties are. I'm gonna critique them, right? You got your little right-wing podcast, and you're doing the same thing I do with Greg Kokel, right? You're actually gonna play the audio back. But now you just heard us say that, and you might want to Google search it. You might want to just ask your pastor if they did that.
You know what's actually funny is the last foster family I lived with, their church was built on land that was actually meant to be a cemetery for members.
Oh.
So there's actually dead people buried under the church because the church just took the land after they started making it a cemetery because they just decided to build the church on it.
Hold up. I've been there though. That church has a basement.
Yeah.
So are the bodies even there, or did they just get tossed while they were fucking building the foundation to the building?
The bodies are on like the grass part of the lot, like next to the building. How there's like that little open space. There's bodies under there.
Maybe the church needs a second building.
Maybe.
I would propose that.
Maybe. But yeah. So actually now that, okay, well, why don't priests get married? I don't know. It's always about money and land and resources. Weird, right?
No, it ain't. Capitalism ain't never did nothing.
Nope.
To not a that gum and nobody.
Capitalism is gonna save us. Jay-Z is gonna make a bunch of people homeowners.
No, the Jay-Z and Will Smith entanglement is going to, what was that? What was my hotline?
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, Jay-Z and Will Smith entanglement is going to skibby flip bit bop but no, I don't remember it. Fuck it. All right. Oh, it's going to Ether the Working Class.
Oh, yes.
That's right.
Ether the Working Class. Yeah.
All right. So now let's get into the main event. This goofy ass coon.
So how are we doing this? Are we just like playing it for 5 straight minutes without interrupting, or
we're gonna try to play it for 5 straight minutes.
For 5 straight minutes. All right.
We're gonna be like, God damn it, this lying motherfucker. Yeah, mate, because our original idea was what? I would pick out a video, you listen on your own time, I listen on my own time.
Yeah.
I don't typically use the word convoluted much, but maybe that's what it would have ended up being, trying to produce it that way.
Yeah.
So we're just right here, and neither of us have heard this. This is a new episode he has up about something about winter is coming and modern women and the long night. They love saying modern women.
Again, like
you realize everyone's modern,
right? That's not just code word for feminist.
Yep.
Okay.
That's all it is.
Yeah. So the winter is coming. That's an interesting, all right, that's an interesting choice.
Because he's quoting a show that's like just loaded with rape that literally had a character that was played by a performer that started performing when they were like in their early teens.
Mm-hmm.
And like literally the season they turned 18, they had that person nude on the show.
Yeah.
And Cenk Uygur was very excited about this.
Ew.
You know, Cenk Uygur thinks the age of consent should be 14.
I know.
But he took that video down. So when you do really track the internet and find the link, it'll give you the where Google does the appropriative racism with snap.
Yeah.
They're gonna do that thing.
Yeah.
And but what he does have available is his updated argument where he argues that it should be 16, which is much better.
Good. Great.
Yeah, he literally thinks that's an improvement. This is where patriarchy is, folks.
But yeah, because like I've heard about that show. It's just tons of rape and murder and misogyny and just awfulness and incest, lots of incest, which yeah, all right. So all right, Game of Thrones, let's see what we got.
All right, here we go, buddy.
Is this a recent video, by the way?
It's uploaded like 40 hours ago.
That's also interesting because nobody talks about Game of Thrones anymore.
He's 52. He's 52. He's a Gen Xer trying to hang on to some cool, right? Like he probably has the kid and play. He can't dance, actually. Never mind. All right, here we go. All right, so let's try to do so right now it's at and this is a random ass click too, folks. We're not fucking around with the random part. It's at 1 hour, 7 minutes, and 7 seconds. So we need to get to 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 7 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Oh, that screen is too far away. I can't have that.
Okay, he's saying that screen's too far away.
And they changed the super chat system, guys. So all content creators are having a hard time keeping up with the super chats.
He's complaining about super chat and talking to someone, and he's not talking directly into his microphone. Now, this right here, like I'm a live content creator. I understand that. Maybe you're thinking the same thing I'm thinking. But I'm thinking he's because he's not establishing. The establishing has already happened.
Yeah.
So he's maintaining this relationship with his audience where, hey, I'm the busy man. You follow me. And sometimes I'm just not entertaining you right now. It's just going to be dead air. And you're going to just hear me off mic kind of handling some side business. All right. We're having problems with the super chat. OK.
Yeah, that. But it was also amusing because like before you played it, you were like, he's 52 years old. He doesn't know things. And the first thing you click is him like, I don't know. My super chat's broken.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
It's like that's a little bit too on the nose. Yeah, but no, I think that is also part of, it is establishing the relationship with the audience, but also very specifically the hierarchy. Because it's like, I'm having a problem, you give me ideas.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's your problem, it's your show, you fucking fix it. But, you ask the audience and it.
Yeah. So that's why his decibels are coming in low because his face is literally turned directly away from the microphone.
Mm-hmm.
He's figuring it out. me turn on the closed caption on that air.
Secured kitty credit card. That's right, man.
Okay, secured
like
kitty
that?
credit
The
card.
night father. What do y'all think about that? Coochie payments.
Okay, coochie pay. That's what we're going
payments.
into. All right, we're at 1 hour, 7 minutes, and 38 seconds. He is now facing the microphone, literally has his hands together like that meme with the nigga by the tree in the Easter suit.
Yes.
And apparently coochie payments. Is he literally about to speak extemporaneously about this coochie payments?
This is gonna go well.
All right, this is what they take serious, folks. Keep in mind, when people say Kevin, I know you read the comments and everyone, he's just speaking the truth. Let's get 5 minutes of truth on coochie payments here.
All right.
Do you was that new news to you ladies? That you're running up your coochie credit with a man?
Okay, apparently you ladies are running up coochie credit with men.
I need him to define coochie credit.
Maybe he will. Maybe he will.
Won't.
He is gesticulating excitedly. I think this could be an educational moment. He has on a suit. He's a teacher, right?
Let me explain that to you ladies again. When you go
he is deliberately facing away from the microphone again. Decibels so fucking low. Jesus. Like, I'm adjusting our shit so that like y'all can actually get a decent show. We're fucking it. I'm literally engineering his show right now. This nigga sucks. All right.
Out with a man. Men don't date because we want to be your friends. We go out with you because we want to have sex.
Okay.
Now, isn't this show relationship advice?
Yes. So the relationship advice is don't date men. They don't actually like you.
Now, keep in mind, folks, when he goes on shit like Vlad and other people's shows, a big talking point he always says is, y'all just hear the clips. Y'all don't listen to the whole show where I'm helping people. So this is the whole show where he's helping people. This is not a clip.
Women, he is helping. He's being honest with women by saying that a lot of men just don't like women. So,
all right.
Yeah, they don't.
Here is the unsatisfying Kevin Quickie, folks. Are you unsatisfied yet? Ooh, this is gonna be a thing. Are you unsatisfied yet?
That implies there was satisfaction at some point.
Oh no. Well, you were. Because there was a point in your life that you didn't know he existed.
There was. If I could turn back time.
Oh no. Oh no.
And possibly a relationship.
All kinds
of different relationships, but that's what we want.
All kinds of different relationships, but that's what we want.
Okay.
Go out with you because we want to be your friend. And because some men are not as direct as a lot of us.
He spoke to his microphone for just a moment to say as direct as he continues to fiddle with this mouse and try to figure out what the fuck he's doing. God damn. I try not to call everyone a boomer because this is a Gen Xer. Gen X, you're getting misrepresented right now.
Yikes.
Because it's not okay to be direct for a lot of guys. Many guys.
Yeah.
It's not okay to what?
It's not okay to be direct for a lot of guys. And now he's saying many guys. So what do many guys do?
What the fuck does he think like Tinder is?
What the fuck does he think street harassment is? That seems rather direct.
That is rather direct. Also, the term friends with benefits is pretty well Netflix and chill. What?
Maybe he's gonna cite those things as indirect. We were supposed to just let it play, but damn it, we hate bullshit.
I feel like they have to be direct to stay on this side of compliance with today's Me Too environment and all this other stuff.
On this side of compliance with today's Me Too environment. Right? It doesn't actually make any sense.
That doesn't make sense at all. That's like literally the opposite. Because if you're saying that men should be worried about Me Too, then being direct in saying, I think you're attractive. I would like to have sex with you, but I don't want to be in a relationship with you is how to avoid a Me Too, by being honest and open and direct. But he's saying you have to lie because of Me Too. So you want to pretend to date a woman just to have sex with her, and you think that's going to be better?
Well, look at what happened to Bill Cosby. Look at him.
Yeah.
Walking around doing stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
You got to watch out. This Me Too environment will get you.
It will get you. It will get you.
So ladies, you go out with a man. You're running up coochie payment. You're running up coochie credit.
Okay.
If you know you're not interested in that man in any way.
Wait.
What?
Wait a minute. How is it her fault for not being interested when you started this segment by saying men don't like women and don't want to be friends with women?
And also,
and don't want to be in relationships with women.
And I like that majority women listen to this program. And so thank goodness you finally learned that you're constantly dating men that you have zero interest in. You're just always doing that.
Always.
You're just like, wow, look at this uninteresting guy. That's why there are no incels.
There are no incels because women date men they hate.
Righto. I say, don't go out with a man on a one date that you would not have relations with. Don't go on a second date if you don't plan on having it.
Wait, why?
Because you're leading him on and wasting his time. Bet you.
Okay, let's see.
You.
It's at 1 hour, 8 minutes, and 53 seconds. We're trying to get to 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 7 seconds. 5 minutes. The unsatisfying Kevin Quickie.
I'm gonna bet it's either gonna be because you're wasting his time or now you're too much of a hoe for a high value man.
Okay, let's try to let it flow. I'm actually gonna wheel my chair back from the space bar so I can't just hit pause easily. And yeah, let's let him really fucking start cooking, right? Mm-hmm. Get the sizzling.
See, I assume you ladies know this. So if you're not putting out, you're playing games. And then see, between the time you go out on date 1 or date 2, you're talking. That's running up, that's putting money on that's putting money on the card.
I fucking can't. Nigga, nigga. See, you can say shit like this to men that have bad credit or don't know their score. Money and credit are not the same thing, you lying piece of shit. Put money on a credit card? See, your audience is very debit, Kevin.
Oh, man.
Oh, Jesus. Yes, right. Ma'am. What is your interruption?
Oh, I'm just like wildly amused that he's acting like he's saying something that makes sense. So now you're running up credit to talk to a guy? What?
That's why he needs the presentation.
But then if you don't talk to a guy, how do you know if you're into a guy?
Not supposed to know. He high
You're not
value.
Supposed to know. You're not.
Yeah, because he's just exercising options.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think it doesn't make sense. It's not supposed to, though. It's sense. A comedy show.
Yeah.
And then how many times do y'all know that it's the second date? The third date, and the third date is usually this. Why don't you come over to the house? I'm gonna cook for you. Oh shit! Oh, players, come on, players, come on. First date, Ruth Chris. Second date, Mastros. Third.
That may have been a whip, which would mean like your.
Which sounds like the face slap thing to me. It sounds like a whip to me.
It's violence.
Yeah.
It's basically it's violence, which is part of the comedy. Keep in mind, these men think that violence against women is funny.
Well, specifically, this guy thinks it's funny to tell white men that violence against black women is funny, specifically.
Yeah. Yep. And O'Shea Duke does so on a less than 1 million subscriber scale.
Yeah. Third date, why don't you come over to the house? I'm gonna cook for you. Translation, come over to the house so I can get in them draws. Your bill is due. Am I lying? Am I lying, fellas? What? Am I lying? Ladies, and here's the thing. Many women act game goofy and dumb like they don't know this. What? I just thought we were friends. I just thought we were dating. When it was time for the bill, You didn't put your card down.
It is. I can still make fun of him, but it's less funny because he is he's arguing for rape.
Yeah, he is.
He's straight up arguing for rape.
He is. But also, like, again, starting from the beginning of this clip, though, he straight up said that men don't want to be in relationships with women and men don't like women. And now he's like, y'all are game goofy because you thought a man who took you out on a date actually liked you. Like, that's what he's saying. He's making fun of women for saying, like, you're stupid enough to think that just because he took you out to dinner means he actually like likes you as a person. Like, that's what he's saying.
And that you got a raping coming if you don't just come up off those coochie cash, but their credit payments.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and I'm saying this is a weird thing because, like, I shouldn't have to have this thought to say it. Right. New thought, right? How do I articulate it? Because there's something to it. Because there's a black man arguing for raping women, two white men that are of the ideology that is right along the line with the white men that no matter what, no matter how much he coons, they would still like to lynch him.
Yeah.
And he's arguing for rape to an audience that crosses over like that.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me, but then that also fits in with that shit that O'Shea was saying with the one that we covered the other day, where he was like, wasn't he saying some like about the fake story about the black women getting HIV from that guy, even though nobody knows who the victims are, but somehow O'Shea knows they're all black women.
Yeah.
Because he was telling his audience that white or black women will just like let you fuck raw whenever if you're white.
Yeah.
And now he's telling his white, now Kevin Samuels is telling his white audience, you can always just rape them if they say no.
Watch, folks. This is the shit you get when you like really play their actual full shows.
Yeah. And again, I cannot reiterate enough. These are black men saying this to white men about black women, which is probably part of why he feels confident enough to say it to his white audience, because he's not talking about raping white women.
Yeah.
That would be a little different.
Yeah. On some level, it's almost like the white men are like, we got that covered, brother.
Right.
Hey.
Right?
Hey,
Honestly.
we've been doing this since before we put your ass where you needs to be, boy.
Honestly.
Might put you back there.
So yeah, I can see it. I can see it. And especially to his audience, because he's telling them that they can behave that way. So yeah, white men get to rape black women. There's history there.
It is at 1 hour, 10 minutes and 7 seconds. We are getting to 1 hour, 12 minutes and 7 seconds. All right, this is the unsatisfying Kevin Quickie. 5 minutes.
When you talked to him on the phone, you weren't talking to him about things he wanted. You were talking about you and your friends and your situation. He's listening to you.
How does he know what everybody talks about?
But again, I'm still stuck on what he said when we started, that men don't actually like women and want to be friends with them or in relation. So why the fuck is a dude listening to you on the phone if he doesn't even like you? A dude is not doing that. He's not taking you out to dinner. He's not taking you on dates, and he's not listening to you on the phone if he doesn't like you, which was the premise. So this cannot possibly be happening if men don't like women, which was his premise. What are you talking about?
Nothing. Literally nothing. Well, I'm sorry, he is. Like, we're saying nothing because it's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
It's literally so bloody stupid.
Stupid. So stupid. I wouldn't listen on Tuesday. But fucking but it is some violent shit he's talking about.
Definitely.
God damn it. It's gonna be quite crafty to make this funny.
Oh yeah. Well, if anyone can.
Yeah, the wine cellar can. This is quite the comedy show.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Your crap. That's coochie credit. Some of y'all are out here running delinquent. Some of y'all coochies should have declared bankruptcy.
Hold up, delinquent? So you literally owe men sex now.
Which is super interesting for the last episode that we covered with this guy.
Yeah.
Because he was saying that, like, if you ask a woman to smile and she doesn't smile and then you see her getting beat up, you should just let her get her ass beat because she wasn't subservient enough and didn't, like, you know, smile when you told her to.
I would I got it a little different on my memory on it. The way he used her she was as an example to all black men for all black women that you might, if they're getting attacked, walk by because they won't smile.
Yes.
Like she was there to be the face of black women macro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But that like same logic that he's already told his audience that it's okay to let black women be abused if they're not subservient enough to you. And now we're on this coochie credit shit, sounded a lot like rape, but you've already like laid the foundation that it's okay to hurt black women if they don't do what you want them to do. And now saying, oh, well, I had a phone conversation with you and took you to dinner, you owe me something. Okay.
And he's straight up saying some of y'all are delinquent.
Yeah.
Should be bankrupt. So bankrupt, that pretty much means you don't even own it anymore.
Right.
That's nigga.
Uh-huh.
Where's the anti-trafficking groups? Gee, like, see, and that like he has on the suit, has the haircut, has the glasses, has the background, which funny shit is like it all looks real fancy. Like I'm looking at like, wow, that is incredibly affordable. Right? Like it's basically just the inside of a weed dispensary. Go in a weed dispensary, that is Kevin Samuel's office. That shit is so affordable. It looks expensive because he has a blue light on the floor shooting up behind some fake plastic flowers that you could get at fucking Family Dollar. Yeah, this shit, oh my God. Like it's a TJ Maxx sale in there.
It really
100%.
Is. It really is.
Yeah, but he's got that blue, right? He's got that presentation, but like the shit he's talking is like overalls with no shirt and a fucking straw hanging out of your mouth.
Yep.
Yeah, but it needs that presentation for you to take it serious. All right, he's got more.
Prepaid coochie, bankrupt coochie. Yes, yes.
Oh, that long pause, that's just him like, now he's just reading the comments and using what they're saying to fill space to make the show 2 hours.
Oh, y'all. That's right. Godfather dropping game knowledge.
He's reading comments saying Godfather dropping game knowledge.
Game knowledge.
Look, these are articulate men. They're high value.
But you didn't know you hated women before you listened to this video?
No.
You needed this nigga to tell you that you don't like black women? Oh my God.
Maybe
if you think this is game, I don't.
Maybe the coons are the new Moors. They're teaching the white man how to hate the white women. They're stomping through New Europe, teaching the white man the way. Hold on, boss. You ain't being misogynistics right. Hold on, Mr. Boss Man. Let me show you how to slap them hoes. That's basically what Da Baby is.
Oh, Lord.
Coochie credit.
Damn, he really is just reading the fucking comments and just burning time. I may let this go another 60 seconds. It's not like we aren't funking around anyway.
Yeah.
The air conditioner right for you?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
If you are not on video, you will not be seen.
If you are not, he's just reading.
What
I want to see if he responds to that comment. If you are not on video, and why does he read so slow? Why does he have such a hard time? You know what? I'm like being ableist or classist or something with that one.
I don't care.
Actually, I can't be classist against a high value man.
You can't be classist against a high value man.
Yeah, that's right. Again, I clicked play. He's just sitting there scrolling his mouse, reading comments. This is literally the show y'all niggas tuned in for.
Well, it's the super chat, man.
Holy shit, still doing it.
Good.
And that's the bottom line.
And that's the bottom line. More pause area.
Let's see.
He just literally looked at the camera and then turned his head back to his screen. This is the truth bombing that y'all niggas love. Holy shit.
Lord.
Unmute yourself.
Jesus, I'm actually going to fast forward a little bit because he is like dead up, just all up in them comments.
Well, you know.
Damn.
He said all his talking points already. Just dead air.
I guess
So
now
run it
this is
out.
the audience applauding at his comedy show.
Yep.
Circus, da, 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 Afro circus, Afro.
See?
Wow, what? He just played something from his soundboard, and what in the blue fuck was that?
I think that was Chris Rock in a kids movie where he played a zebra with an afro rainbow wig about zoo animals or circus animals or something.
And this is what he's playing for whom is his audience?
White people.
Okay, so this is what Tom Dubois / Uncle Ruckus has in his soundboard to amuse them.
Mm-hmm.
Godfather dropping game knowledge.
Here it comes.
Coochie credit.
Okay.
If you are not on video, you will not be seen.
I cannot stand how
that's the image to go with it. But like when Chris Rock is singing it,
the blue fuck.
Yeah, it's some animated kids movie. I don't know the name of it, but yeah, they're like or stuck in a circus or something, and he's like doing a dance with an afro wig on, and that's Chris Rock is voicing the character, and yeah, that's what it looks like. So
all right, for the folks looking at the video, I'm just switching the camera real quick to hold that image up, and it's actually pretty clear. That's good. Okay, so that is the image behind the audio that he is playing for his predominantly white male audience, while after just straight talking some hardcore rape. I hate when I catch myself saying hardcore like rape culture shit, because like rape culture in and of itself is hardcore. So I find that rhetorically irresponsible. All right, this is the audio he's playing. This is his dead air.
So that's the bottom line.
That is the bottom line. Play the clip.
Oh, it's from Madagascar, by the way. That's the movie.
Madagascar.
Let's see. Chelsea.
Yep. And okay, he's still, damn, this nigga is bad at he really needs to hire a fucking producer. I thought high value men could afford employees. Jesus Christ, why are you trying? He has the mouse in one hand, the phone in the other hand. He can barely fucking read. Nigga, get a fucking producer. Shit.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can. How are you?
Oh, no.
Oh, he's accepting a call.
Oh, no.
Oh, man. Should we take a break and do the call as well?
Let's take a break and do the call.
All right, but let's get to his soundboard clip though.
Yes.
Because we're reminding, like, he is cooning.
Yes.
I'm good. How are you?
Good. How old are you?
I'm 25.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay. Did you know anything about coochie credit?
It's not a thing.
Prior to this, no, I've never heard of coochie credit before.
Shout out to Dom.
She said prior to this, she's never heard of it because it's not real. And also because you can't, it's cash credit, whatever, fine. And he's saying, shout out to probably Don, someone is Juan about to come behind that.
Somebody said, don't forget the panda walkers. That's right. The panda walkers.
The pan.
Circus, Afro circus, Afro.
See, you got all kind of panda bears that are coming back as walkers. But see,
he does not have my accentuation. I will punch him in his motherfucking face. Panda bears that come back as panda walkers. What the fuck is that?
I saw like swirlers, or is that, are they talking about coons? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess you got to look up. All right, Phoenix Leader's going to try to figure out this fucking misogynistic. It's probably not a dog whistle. We just don't know it yet.
All right.
You got two panda bears that are going to start doing collaborations together. Guarantee you. How many times do you think my name's going to come up in that collaboration? That's okay. Men over here got dragon glass for that ass. Yeah.
What the fuck is dragon glass?
I don't know.
What the fuck do he be talking about?
What the fuck did he say?
Panda walkers, panda bears. And what?
Dragon glass for that ass. Yeah. To get them degreed walkers and then weed walkers up off of you. Go ahead.
Degreed walkers. Oh, they have degrees. Degreed, and he said weave.
Okay. So is that just how he talks about black women?
Yes. All right. You haven't found anything?
No.
All right. So it's just another fucking slur.
What you doing? Are you sitting there smoking?
Okay, he's asking her. She's sitting there smoking, not facing his microphone again. This nigga this is actually a horrible show. And as you see now, what is his fans? What is his fans What are his fans actually tuning in for? It's literally only the violent misogyny. That's it. They're not tuning in for quality of show, quality of content, quality of discussion, quality of perspective. They're not tuning in for new perspective. No. They're tuning in for what they find to be funny, violent misogyny.
Yeah.
So, are you a man or was that a woman?
Holy fuck. Okay.
He's talking to his microphone.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and give ourselves a break time on this nigga. And we come back from break, I will find out if this nigga has found the motherfucking mic. How much break time you need?
Oh, like 10 minutes.
Oh, 10 minutes. Okay. So so I'll actually just completely cut the show and flip it back.
Yeah.
Yeah. If not, this would have been a great time to play the fucking diet misogyny commercial.
Whew.
Yeah, matter of fact, we'll just go out on that. We'll go out on diet misogyny and literally just come back with a double episode. So guess what, folks? You get more unsatisfying Kevin quickies. Oh, fuck. This is damn near grifting.
Is it though?
Nah, it is fucking responsible.
We're being honest.
Yeah, unlike them nickels. Them nickels just can't be honestified.
No.
God. All right, where the whole goddamn.
Hey, gang. Do you want to handle your internalized misogyny without dealing with that pesky feminism, social change, or honest introspection?
Damn right you do. So wrap your flappy mansplainers around a frosty bottle of diet misogyny.
That's right. Diet misogyny. It tastes just like regular misogyny with only half the chauvinism.
With diet misogyny, I only slut shame women that have consensual sex before sundown.
With diet misogyny, I can mask my fat shaming as health concerns.
Diet misogyny tastes just like a regular misogyny.
With diet misogyny, I only hate black women. That's awfully racist, isn't it?
Thanks to diet misogyny, I'm no longer anti-abortion, I'm just pro-restrictions.
Diet misogyny tastes just like regular misogyny.
How do you feel? I feel amazing. Is this how men feel?
All the time! Even the ugly ones!